like to bring in Nicholas Ghitti, who is joining us as the CRO from Trace Finance. Welcome.
Hey, Joe. Very happy to be here. Thank you. Very excited to go over my hot take.
Definitely. So let's get right into it. I will step out and let you take over.
Awesome. So hi, everyone. I'm Nicholas Ghitti. I am the CRO for Trace Finance. I'm tuning in from Lisbon, from Portugal. I think I'm the first speaker today to be based in Lisbon, so very proud of that. And basically what Trace Finance does, a little bit about myself, because before we go over the hot take for today, is we offer FX and global banking solutions for startups in Latin America. I act as the CRO, so overseeing marketing, sales, and partnerships. I've been doing that for the past 11 years in the tech industry. And an interesting fact about myself, I am a vivid vinyl collector. I've been doing that for a long time. And music is something that I really, really love. And I also DJ in my free time. So that's the interesting fact for you guys. And not wasting any more time and jumping right into the topic for today and my hot take. As you could see from the title, it is how to turn your sales team into a data generating team. This is a very interesting topic that speaks really close to my heart. And I'd like to start this topic by talking about the origin. How did I come up with that idea, and what happened in my journey, in my career, that made me realize that, the sales team should not only be focused on generating revenue, but they're also a great source of information and data gathering for the rest of your company. Basically, in a nutshell, when I was leading the sales team for a payments company in Latin America, we had a very specific situation that 40% of our inbound leads, either coming from organic sources or paid media, were Shopify merchants. So we're companies that were using Shopify as their main e-commerce platform. But the problem was that we were not integrated to Shopify at the time. So basically, we couldn't sell to those leads. And we knew there was a lot of potential behind that. And at the same time, Shopify was not accepting new integrations into their payments API. So we also didn't have any ways to develop the integration that we needed. And I remember spending quite a long time with my marketing and sales leaders thinking about, okay, what can we do to serve those leads? Because imagine 40% of everything we generate on marketing, we are not able to make the most out of those leads on the sales team, and we're losing a lot of revenue. And the solution came up from an account executive from my team. And it was very interesting because he heard something in a sales call that actually was the solution we were looking for. And what he heard is that one of our competitors at the time had an unofficial integration with Shopify. And only that small piece of information that we were able to know that during one of our weekly sales meetings with the team. And it was completely random why he brought that up. But knowing that it was possible to build an unofficial integration with Shopify was more than enough to allow us to pursue that specific avenue and find out that there was actually a way to build that unofficial integration. So we were able to finally start onboarding those Shopify merchants, even though we didn't have the official integration. And that worked so well that in a span of 6 to 8 months, we generated so much traction and critical mass with those unofficial integrations that we actually were able to get Shopify's attention and ended up building a real official integration. And that was a game-changing partnership and integration for the company at the time. And all of that only happened because we took the time to hear a feedback from one of our account executives from something that he heard either from another partner or from one of the leads he was talking to. And really that got me thinking that when you think about it, the way that most companies, especially in the tech space, are structured is that most, the account executives or either the business development managers are the functions within the company that spend more time in the market. And these people, they actually spend 60, 70% of their time talking to folks outside their company, either prospects, customers. You know that most of the account executives, they like to keep an existing relationship with the leads that they onboarded. So they keep on speaking to the customers even after the sale is done. They keep on talking to prospects, competitors, and partners, and they go to the market, they talk to those stakeholders, and they go back to your company with all of that information. And there's a lot of relevant information they could be discussing, from product feedback to marketing trends, to a competitor landscape or marketing trends. So basically, they're going to the market and going back with a lot of juicy information that you're basically not looking for. And into this specific process, what the real problem is that even though they are not actually trained to do that, most account executives, they actually use those informations to build rapport or to establish a relationship with the lead, but they're using that information only to be able to close the deal. Once the deal is done, either they close the deal or the deal was lost, they have no use for that information anymore, or they don't share that kind of information with the rest of the company, with their peers, or with the leaders. And that's a real shame, because most of the times, marketing, product, or even the sales management team, they're looking for answers to questions they don't have regarding the market, regarding the product, how it's being perceived, regarding the features that are going to be released, or regarding what the competitors are doing. And the sales team is sitting on that information on a daily basis, and no one is accessing that. So the real problem here is not only that, the management is not accessing that information, but the way that the sales process is created most of the times, or the way that the sales team is trained, is to not really paying attention to that, is to focus on generating revenue and nothing else, right? Let's focus on closing those deals, getting the money, get the money on board, but not really look for any other kind of added value besides that.